AML Films, and we out there documenting the struggle. We out here today with a sister who's going to shed light on her story. Can you introduce yourself, your name, your age, and where you from?
Hola, my name's Amy Valeron, 41. I'm from Delaware County, Southwest, yeah. Peace.
Nice to meet you.
You too, thank you.
How long have you been in Kensington?
I've been out on the street for 6 years, so I'm in and out of Kensington for the past 4. Long story, but usually basically it's drugs. You know, I had a job and did everything, and it just comes over at the drugs kind of.
What led to you using drugs?
I guess it would be like more stress or body aches or, you know, just introduction.
What do you mean? Body aches? Does it relieve your
like
aches?
body pain, yeah.
But what drugs do you use?
Right now I just use crack.
And I heard someone else told me the same thing. Crack helps with the pain.
Yeah, I want to say, you know, I guess that's more of like, I think that's more luxury, but I just got off of dope about 3 months ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very thankful.
Were you snorting, smoking, or shooting?
Smoking. And that was something new to me. I only used for about 1.5 years.
What made you decide to give it up?
I would say, like, you know, being affordable and just like you get robbed every day, like, and just like passing out, like there's just no life.
Are you homeless?
Yes.
I'm sorry you're dealing with homelessness.
Thank you. I actually want to change it for the world, to be honest, but it's time to get back to, like, you know, life.
Tell us about your childhood.
Childhood was just small. I would say I'm more or less like, you know, worried a lot and like took care of my family. They have like a heart disease, so I had kids at a young age.
How young?
17.
How old were your child father?
He was about 10 years older than me. I have 3 now. I'm 41. So.
As beautiful, you have blessings, kids.
Thank you, yes.
I'm sure they miss you a lot.
Yeah, I miss them too. So, you know, 6 years too long. Yeah.
Absolutely, you're missing out.
Too long.
What are all moments you have missed out on so far in your kid's life?
Graduations, just you know, just love, just day to day, daily. I know they're really, you know, really going through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a mother, so I think they're, you know, more going through it than me, but they're okay. So.
What do you miss most about being a mother?
I guess just knowing they're safe, and just everything really. But, yeah.
Tell us your real life versus your addiction life. Who are you?
I'm just a mother, really. I'm just a worker, and
as an individual, what are some things that you like about yourself?
I actually love myself. So when I came on the streets, I learned how to love myself. Everybody always said that my whole life, and I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. So I do know what that means now. I love who I am. So I love just who I am and how I am, and I love, like, my energy.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, you're on the streets of Kensington, which is a very dangerous place. As a female, can you tell us, have anything horrible happened to you since being out here?
It is very dangerous, but it is policed a lot, so I don't think it's too dangerous. I think just, like, being a person is dangerous in general, but I think if you have positive energy and everything, it'll work out. I haven't really had too many things happen. There's a lot of bullies out here, I'm not gonna lie. I call it Bully America.
Who are the bullies?
I would just say, like, you know, just basically just humans in general. I think there's just a lot of pain, and life's really hard, and, you know, everybody just has to work very hard, so it's just like a struggle, I think, day to day, just with anybody just having a bad day. But I think we need to slow down a little more and just recheck ourselves and notice that, you know, other people are going through things too, and just kind of keep it to ourselves.
How far do you go in school?
I graduated. Well, I went to 12th grade and I got my GED. Because like I said, I had my son young, and he ended up having like RSV, so I had to like leave school like a month before I was graduating. So I ended up just getting my GED.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
What are some jobs you had in your life? I'm
a dog groomer, so I pretty much, you know, I waitress and, you know, worked at water ice shops, but basically like my career is a dog groomer, dog and cat groomer. I give them haircuts. Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I would say that comes with the drugs too. So it's pretty much hand in hand.
So crack is the main thing that you're dealing with right now?
Yeah, that's my main drug.
How were you introduced to crack?
From a friend.
Was that a friend who gave you crack?
I never blame it on the person. I always, I might say like they introduced me, but I did it myself. But there are some people out there that are pretty forceful to people, like do this. But overall, man, it's my decision.
But why you decided to smoke crack?
Well, now I would say it's like safety. Like I like to stay up at night because of the dangerous, grounds we're on. And like the darkness just seems to be, you have to stay up. So I might be a little paranoid with the drug too, but it just seems to be a little more. It just makes you stay awake.
Tell us about crack educators, really, because some people act like crack is not a problem. Like it's okay to smoke crack.
No, it's a problem.
They're in denial about their addiction.
Yeah.
Tell us the negative side effects of smoking crack.
So I noticed with like some people, and I'm not perfect at all. I'm sure I have my things too, but I noticed like, somebody could take a hit. Like you could take a hit right now and just be like a whole different person. And we're like, what happened? Like, well, I don't really know what happened, but it just seems to be like, more greed and like, just a selfish person. That's to me, like I do think it's a classy drug, and we don't respect it. I do think it's a respected drug, and I think that it's not. What
are the worst things you have done to support your habit?
I've done dates where I've prostituted. I might have picked up something from somebody, like sleeping on the ground or something like that. But honestly, like I never like really sell anything, or I sell my body, but not much of anything. I might have, I don't know. I don't really know, right? Yeah, I haven't done really anything like, crazy. But,
all right. Well, yeah. We're almost done. Mm-hmm. When you look around Kensington and you see people, laid out on the ground, missing limbs, how does it affect your mental?
I'm disgusted, really. I can't really say too much with the person because, it took me a while to think about it, but it's like people like that, you gotta have pain in your life. There's gotta be some major pain. Whether, they're spoiled or not, but there's gotta be something really bad. But overall, I think I don't want to say too much, but like, I think we're told no too much to drugs. No. So it's like, people might go to a drug more or less, like when they're older or something, but I think maybe it should be more doctored.
If I could take a walk in your shoes for a day, what are all the things that I'll be doing?
Walking. Literally walking. I walk a lot. Yeah. I think that helps too with like, drug addicts too, like to think about things. And I've gotten off major drugs, and I could say it's probably from walking and thinking a lot. Yeah.
How much money would you say you spend every day on your crack habit?
Right now, I'm the less drug addict than ever. I would say about $30.
30?
Yeah. If I could, I would probably spend $300.
What's the most amount of money you ever had on hand at once in your life?
Like checks, $2,000.
That was the most amount of money you ever had at once, $2,000?
My father passed away. I got like $40,000. And that was spent in 2 months. Half of it was given to my family and half of it was spent on cocaine.
All the stuff that you have been through in your life, what regrets do you have?
I was just talking to somebody about this yesterday. I don't have too many regrets, to be honest. But I would say to slow down and think more and have more patience.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see?
I'm lost. Yeah.
Do you think you'll find your way out of here?
But I see safety.
I ain't hear you.
I see safety with a mirror.
You see safety?
Yeah. I think everybody should look in the mirror. Yeah. I don't know. I'm hoping to get off soon, though. I think I've been out here 6 years too long.
What advice would you give to your 16-year-old self?
I would say don't ever move too fast and not to have children in this world.
Let's get off topic and it's a wrap. If you had to pick one or the other, if you could fly or be invisible, which one would you pick?
Invisible.
Why?
I would hope to fix a lot in the systems.
What are some of your favorite foods?
I love Italian food and Chinese. I love everything, yeah.